Senator John Hoeven with me here on the Chris Berg Show on the We the People Network. Recently, he was, in fact, just last week, he was in Bismarck and Minot sitting down with the Army Corps of Engineers. Talk us about those meetings. You know, quote here in the Bismarck Tribune, "I think there's more work that needs to be done. I think that's clear from today's meeting," said Senator John Hoeven. What do you mean by that, Senator?
Well, we've got to make sure that they're doing everything they can to prevent flooding next year. That means not only building up dikes, dams, levees, making sure they're sound and the structural integrity is there as we work to help people recover from this year, but they need to have a good plan, a good, solid, sound plan for next year. And we're in a wet cycle. We've gone through a drought, and during the drought period, they had to conserve water. Now we're in a wet cycle. They need to make sure that they have the reservoir down to a level where they can get the flows out next year if we have a lot of snow during the summer and a wet spring, that they can get the water out and not have flooding like they did this year. And so I've had them in a number of times. We're going to continue to work on this and make sure that they have a plan that people are comfortable with and that they understand, and that they're doing everything they can to prevent flooding next year.
So, as a former governor of the great state of North Dakota, would you vote for, let's have the governors manage this? I think it's like a state compact they're talking about versus having the Army Corps of Engineers screw it up as bad as they did. Are you a proponent of having governors do this instead?
We definitely want the governors more deeply involved, and in fact, now the Corps has agreed. I mean, we've done a lot of work on this, as you know, Chris, and the Corps now has agreed to actually have a meeting with the governors, have kind of I don't know if you call it a governor's screening committee or review committee, but it's a committee of governors and local officials now that's going to meet with the Corps to go through their plan, just like we're pushing on their plan for next year to make darn sure that it's a good plan and that people understand it, that the Corps has communicated it, and they're also going to meet with governors and local officials on it. So I think it's a step towards doing that, getting the governors involved and making sure that they both have input and understand what the plan is.